And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hi, welcome to Dice Tower. I'm Melody, and this is...
Flying cheese! Or were you pointing at me?
You.
I'm flying cheese! Okay, I'm Tom Vasel. We're talking about flying cheese, which is a game from Korea. Flying cheese is a great sounding name because, as we all know, cheese is possibly the greatest food ever made. You can put cheese on anything and it makes it taste better. Well, except for breakfast cereal, and that's just ground up pencil sharpenings anyway. But anyhow, flying cheese is a game in which you're going to be physically flipping little cheese blocks onto a game board. A dexterity game, if you will. Let's show you. At the beginning of the game, you're going to take this, and this is inside the box here, and you have different colors for each player, and each player will put out a certain number of color felt pieces of their type. So if you're playing with fewer players, you'll get more of each type that you will have. In the middle goes a number 2 for the first round, then 3 and 4 as time goes by, and you'll put a certain number of cats in, depending on how many players there are. You will, as you score points in this game, there are point tokens that you can take that you will keep. So what you're going to be doing in this game is you're going to be using these catapults to launch cheese in here. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to make the cheese land on your color or in the middle, and most definitely try to avoid the cats. If the cheese lands on a piece of anyone's color, that person's going to get a point. If you make it land in the middle, you will get the points that are the total here. If you make it land on a cat, you will lose 1 point. How does launching work? I'm going to let my daughter Ruby give an example.
I did it, Daddy!
You did? What color did you get?
Blue.
All right, good job. You going to try it again?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Go.
Uh-oh. Not yet. I did it wrong.
Okay, ready? Ah, almost.
What's that one?
Come on, try it one more time.
Oops.
There's really no hard and fast rule of how to do it. Wow, yay, a cat. That's exciting. Each player gets to shoot 2 pieces of cheese, and if they make it in, so be it. If they land on top, then you just keep it there until it gets knocked in. And as the game goes by, and it's even possible for you to have double stacked cubes. Once the round is over, you're going to look at all the dots that are showing. And the player who has the most dots showing on their color is going to get 2 extra points. So here, for example, green has 1 and yellow has 2 dots in total. So yellow is going to get an extra 2 bonus points. And that's how the game works. You'll then start another round, and after 3 rounds, whoever has the most points is the winner.
I like this game because I like the part where you had to hit the little cannonball to make the cheese fly and somehow let it land in one of the squares, unless it like hits right in the middle of 4 squares, which I've actually seen happen.
You mean where it lands on the edges? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens more often than you would think.
And also it's a lot harder too because you would think it's easy just to hit the little flip thingy and get the square into it. It's a lot harder because every time either mine would go too close or too far. And even with the cannonball shoot thing right next to the board and flip it, I still somehow miss it.
All right, well, I like this game. Flying cheese is an interesting concept to it. I guess I should say I like the concept. The thing is, it's funny. It's fun to shoot the cheese in a catapult. But honestly, I can't think of anybody who has any sort of aim in this game. You're trying to shoot, but you can only shoot 2 cheese at a time. You shoot one and then shoot the other, then it's the next person's turn. And so if I shoot a piece of cheese and it lands maybe close to the blue, if I kept shooting 6 or 7 in a row, after a while I'd be pretty sure maybe where it was going to land. But as it is, who knows? You kind of just shoot and hope it lands on yours. Really. It's total luck as to what numbers are face up. It's pretty much total luck as to where it lands. It's great fun, but luck. Fun, skill to hit the box, to hit the small targets inside the box. Not seen that happen. So I'm going to give this one a very mediocre rating. What about you?
I didn't really like that game so much. Like, as you said, random, and it was just not that fun.
Okay, but you initially said it was fun.
With the hitting the cheese.
Oh, so you're saying we should just throw the game out and keep the catapults and shoot cheese all over the house?
That'd be fun.
That might be interesting. So, Flying Cheese, it's an okay game. You know, your typical dexterity game where you flip stuff at each other. But, I mean, I'd rather just play a game like Crossbows and Catapults or Weapons and Warriors where I'm actually shooting at my opponent's soldiers. That's much more fun. Anyhow, Flying Cheese.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find the latest board game news at Dicetowernews.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Fun Again Games, the world's best game source. Fun Again Games has over 5,000 games available. Check them out at funagain.com.
Shut the door.
There.